Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And before we officially start, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to hit 3,000 subscribers. I know I do a lot of work. It takes a lot of preparation to get the clips and talk over them and edit, but none of that means anything if you guys don't watch these videos. If you guys don't like, subscribe, and share, which I urge you guys to do. I just really want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this, for helping me grow as not an analyst, but somebody who avidly watches the game and somebody who really loves the game of basketball, just helping me grow and getting better at this thing so I can continue to put out better and better content for you guys. And so I'm pretty sure you guys seen the title is the drive and kick game in the Celtics. The first two games, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, these guys have been getting to the rim at will, and it's been opening stuff for their teammates, and the drive and kick game for the Celtics has been phenomenal in these first two games. In game two, the one that we're watching today, the Celtics had 66 drives. The thing was, they were 4 for 21 on open threes. A lot has been said about the Celtics having an over-reliance on the three-point ball, and if I'm not mistaken, they also said that last year. I've been always consistent with this. I don't care how many threes they shoot. I care about the quality of the threes, and I care about the process of how they go about to get those threes. And if they're driving and kicking and doing multiple things and having the Mavericks get to multiple closeouts and multiple rotations, I could care less how many threes they take, just as long as they're good ones. So here, a big thing about this Mavericks team and how the Celtics are allowed to drive and kick is the blow-by rate. I'm not here to shit on Luka Doncic, but the blow-by rate is ridiculous. And there's been some stats that come out on Twitter about, oh, he's actually defending the Celtics good. He's 17 for 40 guarding the Celtics. There's like at least 20 plays in the first two games where he's not even close enough to be the defender. So that stat is flawed. All right, so here we got Jason Tatum, a 1v1 on Luka Doncic. He does his move, gets to the basket. You got Gaffer here in the paint. You got PJ Washington. All eyes on Jason Tatum, right? This does not mean everybody on this particular possession are helping on Jason Tatum, but everybody has their back turned. These three guys are looking at Jason Tatum. Gaffer and Derrick Jones Jr. are right next to Jason Tatum. So what does that do? He drives, he kicks it, and Jrue Holiday had the best corner shooting season of all time in the regular season. The Mavericks know that he's a killer in the corner, so he's been getting a lot of these easy buckets after the pump fake and attacking the closeouts, and he sidesteps Gaffer and gets to the rim. And a lot of these drives and looks will come off blow-bys with the Jays either getting a big on them or Luka Doncic. But here, I like how they got this one. This is their Spain PNR look. So a regular Spain PNR is Porzingis sets this screen, and Sam Hauser will set a back screen on Porzingis' man. Porzingis will roll, and Sam Hauser will come out to the three-point line. Porzingis just decides the space on this play, but Sam Hauser still does his job. So after the back screen, he'll just come out right there. And Luka Doncic is hindering this team defensively. Like, he's getting blown by. There's sometimes where he's not even moving, and he did not even communicate to Kleber that this was a switch. Kleber doesn't know what's happening, and Jaylen draws two, and now Sam Hauser has an open three. He just didn't hit this, which was the theme in this game. Again, 4 for 21 on open threes, but I could care less if this is the process and these are the type of shots they're getting. All right, so the Celtics get a lot of open looks and a lot of pass out options on these drives because they do a nice job of manipulating the spacing. So here you have Kristaps Porzingis kind of at this hash mark, right? And he has Derek Lively on him. On this team, the rim protectors are Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. Lively is checking Kristaps Porzingis, right? Having Kristaps on the three-point line takes away his best ability. Yes, Derek Lively can switch, and he'll become a better switcher as he progresses through the NBA, but his best skill is protecting the rim. You taking him and putting him on the perimeter, it makes Kleber and Josh Green the low men. Something else that you might have heard in this series is that the Celtics like to put their guards on the strong side dunker spot. If you don't know what strong side is, it's just whatever side the ball is on at that moment. So this is the strong side right here because Tatum has the ball on this side. And kind of like a rule of basketball is to not help off of the strong side because it's just a really easy pass, right? Again, Jason Tatum blows by Luka Doncic. Maxi Kleber steps all the way up and Josh Green steps all the way up. Tatum has so many options. Every single person that you look at that is wearing a black jersey that's not Jason Tatum is open. Josh Green helps off the strong side dunker spot. Jrue Holiday is open. I don't even know what the hell Derek Lively is doing right now. Kristaps Porzingis is open. Now, something that Tatum did a nice job of is when he got to the paint, this guy right here was always in a 2-1 situation, of course. They are always going to drift to the corner because that is the easiest pass. So you see right here, this is a really easy pass. But Tatum did a nice job of manipulating this guy right here that was playing between the corner and the wing, and he would look off that guy and make them think he was passing to the corner, but he'll pass to the wing and it'll be an open three, just like this one again. 4 for 21 from 3, but this is just the right process all around. All right, so here's just a really simple one. Jaylen Brown blowing past PJ Washington here at the end of the first quarter. And then Daniel Gafford, of course, doing what he knows how to do best, is protect that rim. So he's going to come over to stop the Jaylen Brown drive, leaves Al Horford open in the corner, and he drains the 3. And something I made a point of my earlier videos and in my previews of this series is that the Mavericks are very comfortable, but not, I want to say comfortable, but they do it a lot with having their guys play outnumbered on the perimeter. So again, if you send help, there's going to be places on the court where you're outnumbered. So as Tatum drives here, again, another blow by, Tatum is going to drive past PJ Washington, and Lively is going to come help, which means now they're outnumbered on the perimeter. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3 Mavericks defenders and 4 Celtics. Every Celtic is wide open right now. The Celtics did a nice job of making the right pass. You could have said that he could have passed to KP, but Pritchard is also wide open too. That's a wide open shot by Peyton Pritchard, one of our best shooters. The guy that has not gotten going yet with his shot. He did hit that big 3 at the end of the third quarter, but if I'm not mistaken, that is his only 3 of the series so far in the first 2 games. But again, the process is beautiful. All right, so in this one, it's not necessarily a drive, but any sort of penetration or just getting closer to the basket seems to be a really good thing for the Boston Celtics. So here, you got Pritchard was in the corner. He's coming down to the strong side dunker spot, and Derek White replaces in the corner. And as Tatum gets deeper into the paint on Derek Lively, I don't think PJ has to do this. I don't think he has to dig at Tatum, but he does. Tatum makes a nice on-target pass on time, and look at the release by Derek White. Quick release off the bounce pass, and he drains it. All right, so here was the multiple drives I was talking about by the Boston Celtics on the same possession, forcing multiple closeouts and multiple sets of rotations. And here, I kind of just want to look at Luka Doncic because he doesn't really move. I mean, he moves, but does he really move? Like, who's he got right now? He does not know that there's nobody in the corner right now. Anyway, we got Jaylen Brown driving, and Kyrie Irving does a solid job on that, but the pass to the corner, again, you got Josh Green closing out to the corner. You got 2 conversion on Peyton Pritchard. Al Horford's open right now, and Drew Holiday is going to the corner at this moment. So he passes to Drew Holiday again. They know that Drew Holiday is a really good corner shooter, so they're going to close out a little bit reckless, close out by Derrick Jones Jr. Right now, Jason Tatum is open, and Al Horford is going to be open in a second. But what Drew Holiday does, again, did a phenomenal job attacking closeouts out of this corner. Very crafty finisher. His touch was really good in this game. Does the Euro step on Kyrie Irving. He gets a Roddy Lay. This video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. With PrizePicks, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a PrizePicks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stats projections and you're locked in. When the finals are over, the hoops action doesn't stop on PrizePicks. Women's basketball is just getting started with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese looking to make names for themselves alongside greats like Breonna Stewart and Aja Wilson. You could win up to 100 times your cash watching them ball out. I've been using PrizePicks for about 2 years and have won a pretty penny in that span, mostly doing basketball and football. Once again, download the app today and use the code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. All right, so this was a really simple one. You got Derek Lively on Jason Tatum. Anytime, well, most of the possessions where Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown got a big on them or Luka Doncic on them, they went right to work. They did not waste time. They blew by them and created things for their teammates. Again, you got our guard, Drew Holiday, in the dunker spot right now. PJ Washington helps hold the strong side dunker spot, and it's just an easy pass for Jason Tatum and a finish by Drew. And again, Celtics with multiple drives on the same possession, forcing multiple closeouts and multiple sets of rotations by Dallas Mavericks. And this was the play that's been circulating around where Kyrie Irving pushes Luka Doncic to defend Jason Tatum out on the 3-point line. So here we got Jaylen Brown on Luka. He does a nice job initially cutting off this driving angle, but Jaylen Brown eventually blows past him. Jaylen Brown should have just passed this to Al Horford, but as we talked about in an earlier clip, this guy usually drops down to the corner, but I guess Jaylen Brown just overthunk it a little bit. But here, he still makes a cool decision. Derek White with the quick pass, and there's Kyrie pushing Luka. It looks like he was just going to stay there, but then Kyrie pushes him. Tatum blows by him. Kyrie has to help off the strong side corner. Jrue Holiday opens corner 3. All right, so here we got another Tatum drive. A nice spin move by him on Derrick Jones Jr. He draws 2, and this is what I was talking about when Tatum, again, the Mavericks. Luka Doncic is responsible for guarding 2 people. Him and PJ are responsible for guarding 3 people on the perimeter right now. Jason Tatum did a nice job when this guy is usually going to drop to the corner, and he knows that. So right off of this bounce, he gets 2 to commit to him. He knows Luka Doncic is going to the corner, so he just looks it off a little bit. Derrick White gets a wide open 3, and something that this also does is when you allocate 2 defenders to something and you're constantly in rotation because of multiple drives and good kick-out passes by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, it does open up for offensive rebound opportunities. This whole time, Gafford is coming off of Jrue Holiday, and this whole play he's open. Just because he didn't get the ball does not mean he can't be effective in the situation, because now this entire clip, nobody has had a body on Jrue Holiday. So what does that mean? He goes down for the corner crash, gets the offensive rebound past Tatum for the and 1. And again, I'm going to keep saying it because it was a big part of Celtics offense in this game. Multiple drives forcing multiple closeouts and multiple sets of rotations. Here we got Jason Tatum on Luka Doncic. Luka does a nice job initially cutting off that driver lane. Tatum spins off him. Now you got 3 people collapsing on him. You got PJ Washington and Luka right there. He does a nice pass to the corner, kicks it out to Porzingis. He shoots a 3. And again, even if you don't touch the ball, in this offense where we're driving and kicking, if the Mavs have to rotate, you need to be crashing. And again, nobody puts a body on Jrue Holiday or Derrick White. He gets off his rebound. Now, we got Tatum. We had him on Luka. Now we have him on the big. He's going to shake Lively one time. Then he's going to go. Draws PJ Washington. You got Luka drifting down to the corner. He still makes the pass to Jaylen Brown. He gets by Luka. And then you got KB opening the mid-range, and he hits the jumper. And something I really like is when Jason Tatum grabs a miss or grabs the ball and goes right down the court and he posts up a small defender, because that is also another way with that Jason Tatum draws attention to himself and gets open shots and open looks for his teammates. And here again, we got the 3-on-2 shell right here. We got 3 on the perimeter wide open. We got 2 right here. But something I think that's important is that the Mavericks don't see ball in man, right? The first thing I learned in basketball school when I was about 4 or 5 years old, when I played defense, the first thing you need to do is see ball in man. Luka Doncic has no idea where any of the men are. PJ Washington probably has an idea, but he's not seeing them. Kyrie Irving has played enough basketball and has played in this defense long enough to know that, okay, there's somebody in this corner here and there's somebody on this wing, and I'm going to be playing 2-on-1. But again, they're not seeing ball in man. So when Tatum makes this play out, Luka has to turn his head. That's time taken away from him actually trying to rotate to something else. And the KP passes to Jaylen Brown, and it's easy 3. All right, sure, we're going to have a screen by Al Horford for Jaylen Brown. And again, we're going to get a J on the Mavericks big. So what does he do? Doesn't waste any time. Right downhill, blow by, forces Kyrie Irving to help. And again, we got that 3-on-2 shell on the perimeter. 3 guys, 2 defenders. They're playing outnumbered. Jaylen Brown with a phenomenal hang time pass right here. You see the shell right there, and the Celtics just move the ball correctly. Tatum gets a corner 3. All right, so here we got the Celtics running. Jason Tatum with the ball. He's going to pass to Derrick White. Kyrie Irving is late on this closeout. Derrick White knows that, so he just quickly rips and drives. He was going to pass to Al Horford here, but Daniel Gafford does a nice job getting back into that play. So we reset for about a half a second. Jaylen Brown catches it at half court. And what does he do? Immediately drives to the basket. He draws Daniel Gafford this time. Al Horford gets wide open 3. He just doesn't make it. And here for this last play, we got Jason Tatum. He's going to blow right past Derrick Jones Jr. Tries to bring the house down. Don't know if he got fouled or not, but I'll just chalk this up to a missed dunk. But again, what we talked about earlier, the offensive rebound opportunities, when the guys on the perimeter don't have bodies on them. And Jrue Holiday he catches it, and Derrick White is open from the start. But you see the direction Daniel Gafford is going in. He's automatically going to Derrick White. Jrue Holiday does a nice job of pump faking and driving before he passes to Derrick White to draw Daniel Gafford in. So now Derrick White is more open, he has more time to shoot, and he drains a 3. But that is the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it to any and everyone that you can. Just get out there a little bit more. I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. #2more. Peace.